Welcome to a Command & Conquer cast between Burn15 in the blue with Nod versus in the yellow with GDI actually. It's AOD Gaming, who, at least before, was focusing on like Nod mostly. And oh, come on, toggle, there we go. That should be it. Anyways, over here, first refinery and first barracks is out. Over on this side, first refinery, first hand of Nod is out scouting with flamethrowers, scouting with grenadiers. All pretty standard stuff. And AOD Gaming did not move there, which is what they advise people to do with Nod on this map. So, over here, scouting still. Alright. AOD Gaming actually stopping with the grenadiers sometimes. Okay, sure. Just really nice to defend in a choke point like these. And we'll maybe scout the base with the minigunner. Over here, flamethrower takes one. Flamethrower takes a minigunner as well. And what is up next? 3 refineries, 4 refineries actually, I'm blind. Versus just 2 now, because they have a very early airstrip, which has been scouted by AOD Gaming. This can be really dangerous if they use the next like $2,000 effectively. And well, with bikes of course you could possibly snipe this construction yard. However, I think AOD Gaming is trying to defend it by just building more barracks in order to get really quick infantry out. Because bikes of course are not exactly great against infantry. More like they are awful against infantry. Other option is of course sniping economy. Which, well, harvester will not go down yet. But bikes have not really been damaged that much. Over here, just a couple of minigunners and all. So, what has Burn15 done? They actually have not accomplished much with these bikes, but maybe these buggies and bikes together can do more. So, something to keep in mind if we pull up that. Come on, do it. Yeah. Over here you can see that AOD Gaming has already gathered like 3,000-4,000 more materials, Iberium, and should not lose this weapons factory. And they do not. However, over here, with a harvester included, yeah, the refinery does go down. Flamethrowers will all be cleaned up, but that does mean that AOD Gaming has a bit of a problem in terms of economy. However, look, the construction yard has already been sold off. They're not going for more than 3 refineries ever, and that means that the longer this game goes on, the better it should be for AOD Gaming. They can keep building more refineries and more weapons factories, whatever they want, and they will not lose the harvester yet. They should be able to get up a lot of things, and they already have a big advantage in terms of economy. Though of course losing a harvester does not really help with that. But yeah, even with the sold off construction yard, I'm pretty sure that AOD Gaming has more total resources, because they harvested like 3,000-4,000 more, and selling off a construction yard gives you like 2,500. So even though they haven't sold it off, while that enemy has, they should not be in a bad spot. Over here, tanks should defend and will, of course. Quite a couple of bikes in here, which could be micro down, but yeah, AOD Gaming does not have the forces together, which is a bit of a problem maybe. Because one big ball of units is really dangerous. So, yeah, there you go. Good job. I don't know what they're focusing on, because they can't really build any more buildings. AOD Gaming, what is your next step? Seems like you are expanding down south to get more economy, expand that lead even further. Makes sense, of course. But problem is, yeah, this is quite a couple of bikes right on your weapons factory, which will go down. Sold off, but I don't think it was in time. Maybe it was. And that should be another harvester down, and it is indeed. That's actually quite a big problem, because you right now have like 4 tanks total. Yep, seems like it. But you can't train any more. That's a harvester for now, like a refinery. So, if Burn15 uses the time they have in order to snipe something like a construction yard with this many bikes, which they should be able to do, then AOD Gaming can't get another weapons factory, which means that they're stuck with just infantry for the rest of the game. In which case, getting up buggies should be good enough for Burn15 to win, even with a worse economy. And going in, and are you going for construction yard? No, first harvester. Taking your enemy down economically, that would work as well, but in this case I personally would expect construction yard to be more important. Over here, Burn15 is also being pressured a bit by AOD Gaming, but buggies in defense and flamethrowers, which have great explosions on grenadiers, should be able to hold off the infantry, and then just a couple of bikes for 3 whole tanks. On the other side though, look, this airstrip, if it's not targeted, like, well, if Burn15 doesn't respond, it could go down, and it still might. Yep, indeed, sold off. That means that Burn15 will not have any more vehicles than they currently have. Which means that, yeah, they will have like 8, maybe 9 or 10 buggies, but only 1 or 2 bikes. That's not a lot. That takes their sniping abilities way down. And okay, so we have sped up. Just because last match I crashed 3 times, I don't want to risk it by resetting it. So I maybe I should. Yeah, sure. Okay, I will. We are back like about 10 seconds. But yeah, this is going quite a lot faster now. So, over here, buggies will be... Those minigunners were on top of each other. Wow. Over here, power plant will not go down yet. And it does actually, wow. Something I should add, over here, 1 power plant for all of this. Burn15 is down 15 power over here, while AOD Gaming is currently still in the plus for like 25. But that means that once a power plant gets heavily damaged, they are also struggling for power. Though of course with 3 barracks they should still have quite quick production. And will this tank take down the last buggy as well for free? Not yet, at least. And of course, something to add. Oh, actually 4 barracks. Well, construction yard still up. That means that AOD Gaming could still, and considering they just built a power plant even though they weren't struggling yet, yeah, well, this could also just be for another refinery. But it would not surprise me if they do go for weapons factory next. Just because, well, taking down flamethrowers with your own grenadiers is quite micro-intensive. Even though you should be able to do that cost effectively. With a couple of lucky explosions. There goes communication center. Means that they do not have radar, but they do have like tech advances, as in like, I think it's APC? I think so. Though I'm not completely sure what it unlocks. I don't think it unlocks anything from the barracks. So that does signal to me that they would be wanting to go for a weapons factory. Or does it unlock advanced guard tower? It might. In which case that would of course be very good in defense. And Joe did not get a kill. Too bad, Joe. Over here, Grenadier will take down 3 flamethrowers. And one flamethrower takes down a Grenadier. It almost seems like we're back into the beginning of this match. Wait, that was another communication center? Were you too quick with selling it off that it actually didn't give you the tech upgrade? That's weird. Someone who sells it off, in my mind, means that you don't want to have the radar. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a problem with flamethrowers and grenadiers. Sometimes they friendly fire. A lot. Oh well. So, AOD Gaming, what is your next step? You still have like 3,000-ish. Okay, Orca. Sure. Are you also going to transport? Then? That's the thing, I don't know what you want to do with that communication center. Double Orca. Alright, just for sniping. Could make sense. Just snipe this hand of Nod and it's all over. And of course Burn15. Normally you would say Nod has good anti-air with their bikes, but they don't really because they can't get up any more bikes and they only have 1 or 2. Seems like it is just 1. It was 2 before, but not anymore. Anyways, over here, taking down the bike makes sense, and then all of the anti-air is gone. Which means that the Orcas will have free reign. Unless you get up rocket soldiers, which are just not exactly great. Orcas aren't great against rocket soldiers either. But rocket soldiers just really slow, cost quite a lot. Just not something you want to go into. And oh no, actually getting up Commando? So that's what you wanted to use with your communication center. Okay. Get that gone though, because it is quite expensive. And will go down to buggies. So, I did not expect to see it. But we do have it over here. Commando, and let me just do that, because now I can zoom in further. Hello, Commando. Commando is actually a little bit pixelated, because I'm zoomed in too far. That's a second Commando. Third Commando. AOD Gaming, are you going to transport Commandos into the enemy base? Or are you just going to use them the way they're supposed to be used? As in just sniping units. Also, this could be a nice one. I don't think you can handle that many minigunners, but from the other side of the hill or ridge or cliff, whatever, you might be able to do a decent job. And boom, boom, boom. Commandos, sniping, it almost looks like a campaign mission. And with 2 of them, you can actually hold off a lot. Kind of surprised how many you were able to hold off. Commandos, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. And over here, Commandos will start sniping once again. This side, 3 more Commandos. Sniping 1 flamethrower. And I think Burn15 just gives up. Game is paused, however, we definitely do know who would win this. And that person is of course AOD Gaming. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Economy quite even. 43,600 versus 41,700. So AOD Gaming gathered a little less than 2,000 more in the end.